It's over. The chapter that nearly broke you has finally ended, and you didn't even see it close. The thing that once kept you awake at night, the thing that drained your energy, your hope, your fire, it's gone. You just haven't realized it yet, and for months, maybe even years, you thought this would never end, that this was your story now. But today, the energy shifted, quietly, completely. Right now, you're standing in the ashes of something that no longer has power over you. Every tear, every doubt, every moment you almost gave up, someone was watching. Not to judge you, but to see if you'd keep going. You were never alone in this. The silence you felt wasn't absence, it was observation. A higher presence, a guiding force, maybe even the universe itself. It saw every choice, every crack in your faith, every time you chose to rise again. And now, it's stepping back. Because the test is over. That's why the world feels strange today, why the air feels heavy, yet calm. The watchers are gone. The trial is finished. But the silence they left behind isn't empty. It's the sound of something new approaching. Something that's about to change everything you thought you knew. There's a point in every chosen one's journey where the storms stop finding you. Not because life suddenly became easier, but because you've become something the storm can't reach anymore. Today is that point. You've walked through things most people couldn't even imagine. Energies that tried to drain you, people that mirrored your wounds, emotions that once swallowed you whole. You faced invisible wars and carried weights that no one else could see. But here's the truth. The same forces that once had the power to break you now crumble in your presence. Because you changed, quietly, completely. You didn't escape the chaos. You outgrew the frequency that created it. You no longer attract what used to chase you. Those strange patterns, those emotional loops, those spiritual attacks that felt endless, they can't find your new vibration. You've moved past their reach. This isn't denial, it's graduation. You've evolved beyond the curriculum that once taught you pain. Real protection isn't walls around you, it's evolution within you. So if today feels unusually calm, that's not emptiness. That's peace reclaiming its throne. The world around you might look the same, but energetically, you're no longer standing in the same room. You remember those nights, the ones where you couldn't explain your pain to anyone, where your chest felt heavy and your eyes burned from crying over things that made no sense. The betrayal, the loss, the confusion. It all felt endless. But here's the moment no one talks about. The day you stop crying, and not because you've become numb, but because you finally understand. That moment, when the tears just don't come anymore, that's when the soul announces, it's finished. There's no applause, no audience, no miracle moment. It just happens quietly. One morning you wake up and what used to hurt doesn't hold power anymore. The thought of them doesn't sting. The memory doesn't bleed. You've reclaimed your emotions. And that's what today is. The day your soul stops responding to pain that doesn't belong in your story anymore. You're not the person who was crying. You're the person who survived. The universe doesn't erase pain. It replaces the version of you who needed it. So don't search for closure. You've already crossed it. The grief expired. The lesson integrated. The wound sealed. You'll never cry about that again, because the version of you who did simply doesn't exist anymore. When the storm finally ends, it doesn't announce itself with sunlight or trumpets. It just stops. And for a while, that silence feels wrong. For chosen ones, peace can be the most unfamiliar energy of all, because you've spent so long fighting, healing, and surviving that stillness almost feels dangerous. You start to wonder if it's the calm before another hit, another lesson, another collapse. But what if it isn't? What if this is what healing was supposed to lead to all along? Many chosen ones become addicted to the process of fixing themselves. The pain becomes the proof that they're evolving. The chaos becomes the confirmation that they're still growing. But once everything inside you has been stripped away and rebuilt, there's nothing left to fix, and that can feel terrifying, because peace doesn't give you anything to chase. It